Hello, I'm Anushka Sengupta from Impact Magazine, and we have with us today the Pednekar sisters, Samiksha Pednekar and Bhumi Pednekar. Happy to have you guys here.
Thank you so much.
Firstly, congratulations on your new brand, Bagbay. So Bagbay really blends wellness, sustainability and design beautifully. So if you can tell us what led to the creation of this.
I think the germ primarily came from the fact that we felt a gap that was in the market for the conscious consumer, the consumer that cares about what they consume and its environmental impact. Right. Samiksha and I have been on the journey of not using single-use plastic for a little less than a decade now. And it became very tough for us to find beverage solutions in the market. You know, there's so much information about toxin, lead, toxic leaching of chemicals into our water, into the beverages that we drink, primarily because of the packaging, the water, etc., etc. And that's when we realized that there is a gap, and we wanted to fulfill that gap. So Bagbay comes from a place of problem solving and also a disruption in the market with our packaging and our water.
The name of the brand is also very unique. So can you tell us the story behind it?
Sure. So, you know, when we started or when we realized that we wanted to enter the beverage space, the first thing we thought of was like, okay, let's do, we obviously knew it was going to be water, you know, our first product. So we were like, okay, let's find like a quirk on the term water, like pani or something like that. But then we realized that, you know, it wasn't category agnostic. And then, and in that journey, we were sure that we were working towards a beverage brand, not just a water brand. So one day we were going through a book, and this is like one of Bombay's like old books, and we came across a map from the 1800s. I think it was 1857, if I'm right. Where we saw the term Backbay. And that really intrigued us because Bombay is so close to both our hearts. You know, it's home for us. We are born and brought up here. We love the spirit of the city. And that then became an ode and, you know, a driving force of the brand, and that's why we named it Backbay.
Because I think the one thing that defines Samiksha and I is the Bombay spirit. You know, is the Mumbai spirit. We are very proud Mumbaikars, and I was like, this is just a fit for what we are. And also we wanted to create a lifestyle brand, a lifestyle beverage brand. So Bagbay just felt like right for it. With all the future product lines also that are coming out, it just feels like the right fit.
The packaging is also a big statement.
Yes.
So what kind of difficulty did you face in terms of design as well as to make it commercially viable?
You know, what was interesting is that because water in a box is like the first of its kind, right? In India especially. So if you saw competitors, like the packaging was very, you know, you can tell that it's a water brand. You can tell that, oh, this, you know, it's very similar. But we had 4 sides of a box to play around with. So, you know, when it came to the design, there was so much thought that had to be put in because it had to be so intentional. You know, if I may, you know, sort of run you through it. So, how we drink matters to our bodies, our communities and our planet. This is literally the ethos of Bagbay, right? Like this is what sort of built the foundation of the brand. And then on the other side, we have sense, savor and sustain, which is again sort of taking on from that, like, you know, sense is the experience, savor is, you know, the taste, and sustain is naturally the sustainability quotient of it.
And also, you know, we were very clear that we wanted some sort of a disruption where packaging is concerned. As I mentioned earlier, there has been a lot of awareness, a lot of conversation around how certain packaging is kind of leaching toxic chemicals into what we drink. The main approach for Bagbay was that we did not want water to be an afterthought. We wanted water to be treated with enough importance in your everyday being. And the water that you drink truly needs to hydrate you in the best way possible. And that's why for Bagbay, even where our water source is concerned, to our packaging, we wanted to really give the best that's available within the Indian market. So even where our box is concerned, it is a recyclable box. Even we went a step further and we have introduced a biocap. We'll actually be the only company in India, I think, at least so far, that has a biocap available because we wanted to be up on the sustainability index. Of course, as a company, we are forever evolving. We are learning from our mistakes, but we've done our best to launch with our flagship product, which is Bagbay Aqua. I also feel what's kind of cool is that logistically it's a lot easier. You know, we don't have like heavy, carrying our box is not going to be an uncomfortable experience for you. So there was a lot of thought that also went into how is the box to hold, how is it to carry, because a lot of our consumer would also be people that care about their health, that are on the go, that have busy lifestyles, and we wanted our beverage box to really fit very, very well into that lifestyle. Yeah.
Can you also tell us more about the completely women-led bottling facility that you have?
I mean,
in Himachal?
it is most of our workforce comprises of women. I think a lot of it also comes from our basic core values, which is compassion. We are an intuitive brand. And I feel that women naturally kind of kind of give in to those values of our company.
Both of you also come from different career backgrounds. So how did each one of your career background push you into this entrepreneurial journey?
Such a nice question.
Yeah. I think in terms of how our careers have pushed us, and I think how it continues to sort of shape our journey, right, is also in the roles we play at Bagbay. So Bhumi, for instance, is very brand-led. She's very creative. She looks at the brand's the full-time vision, like what's it going to be 20, years down the line. For me, it's more of managing the day-to-day and, the operations of the business. So I think our careers have also sort of defined what we do within the brand. And, we often say this, that there's this space where we both converge, as people, as entrepreneurs, as thinking minds, and the decisions that we take together. So I feel that's how, particularly, especially when it comes to Bagbay, our careers have, sort of helped us become who we are, especially on our entrepreneurial journey.
Right. Bhumi, also your movies often carry a social message. So do you think Bagbay is an extension of that voice?
100%. I think anything that we do would always be an extension of our value system and our belief system, and Bagbay is exactly that. I have worked in the area of climate advocacy, sustainability for all my life, in different ways and different methods, because I believe in it. And that's why for us to have a filter with anything of that, with anything that Samiksha and I start was very, very important. We have led very purpose-driven lives, and our brand is also extremely impact and purpose-driven.
Okay. Also, can you tell us how you're planning to market this product?
So we are going to be available in Tier 1 cities first, then we are going to move into Tier 2 cities. The channels we are going to be available through our D2C, Quick Com and retail, and also Horeca. When it comes to D2C, we are planning, our aim is to sort of reach wide and far, in India, because we are not able to do that with our Quick Com and Horeca as yet. So anyone can order wherever you are in India. You can order through our website, through Amazon. So that channel is there. And then for our Quick Com, we are on Zepto and Instamart, which is great because they have great coverage, across India. And then we will be in select retail stores which cater to the premium market.
And most of your premium grocers, we are going to be available. And also where our marketing is concerned, I think between Samiksha and I, we have a platform we have a loyal audience.
Right.
That is a complete extension of what our brand is as well. So our first idea is to definitely reach out to them. And today I feel like with content creation, with influencer marketing, there's such a robust infrastructure available to startups like us, which we completely want to tap into. But we are very clear that we don't want to go away from what our core values are. For our brand, and our main purpose is that we believe in community building, consumer relationship. So we really want to build a community of loyal consumers that align with what Bagbay is, that have trust in us, that whatever comes out of Bagbay would be free of nasties, won't be sugar laden, won't be full of chemicals, and it will be one of the better alternatives available in the market. And we want our community to we want to have a to and fro with them. We want to learn from our mistakes, and that's why for us consumer feedback is extremely important. And I think Quick Com or e-commerce kind of gives us that opportunity to be in direct touch with our consumers, because we get real-time feedback from them, and that's why we've taken such a varied plan, even where our distribution is concerned.
Also, having a business of your own, it requires a lot of time as well as it's a big responsibility.
100%.
So how will you balance your primary jobs as well as this?
I think because we are two co-founders who have, and this is not a hobby, this is our passion. You know, it's taken us 2 years to get it here, and we are going to continue with as much honesty and hard work as possible. And fortunately for me, I have a great co-founder who is also heading operations, and I think that is the plan. And we have a great team. You know, so we have to acknowledge that the most, that we have a very, very, very dependable team, and our idea is to keep growing our team as well, because that's where the real strength and core of Bagbay is.
Great, lovely knowing from both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
for your
you
time.
so much. It was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.